welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Connie. Now, just to give you a heads up, we got a lot of stuff going on in our lives with scheduling and stuff. We're still going to try to get out there weekly, but there may be a little bit of lag because of spring breaks and things like that. But we're going to do our best to bring you some stuff. So today we're doing some recordings. The first one we're going to do is a great breakfast bread. It is a lemon blueberry cream cheese filled bread that's going to be gluten-free. It's going to be no sugar added to it. You'll have some carbohydrates from the blueberries and that kind of thing. But I'm going to add some goodness in adding some flaxseed and some chia seed to add some omega-3s to this. So this would be really great to start your morning off so that you're not filled up with sugar in the morning, and it'll be more satisfying with all the good fats in it throughout the day. So we're going to start with that, and the first thing we're going to put in it is 1/3 of a cup of avocado oil. And that's kind of my go-to oil if I don't want flavor. So olive oil, if you use that in your baking, you're going to kind of probably get a wonky flavor with it. So the avocado oil is not going to add that. So that's why that's my go-to whenever I'm baking something. We're going to use 1/2 cup of our monk fruit allulose. Guys, I love this stuff. This is the one that I switched over to. So I highly recommend it. You can get it on Amazon. It's great for almost anything you need to substitute. So this is my new favorite. And it also gets you away from the erythritol that's in a lot of the other blends. So, and you know, there's been some bad press on that. So this is probably just a better option for us. We're going to put a couple eggs in here. Going to do 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, and today I've got the Fage Total Greek yogurt, and I use different brands of it, so it doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure you get the plain that doesn't have the stuff added to it, and you'll find the one that you like. This one I think has kind of a lighter consistency than some of them, so if I'm eating it, this is definitely a good one to eat, but with the baking, I don't think the consistency makes that big of a difference. All right, we're going to put a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm also going to add a little almond extract. Just gives it that kind of that special flavor. So we're going to do about 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. I have squeezed a lemon, so I have the juice of 1 lemon that's going in here. And then I'm going to add, I like to do this, this is true lemon, and all it is a lemon in here. And I like to add this when I'm doing lemon stuff because it gives it more of a really good lemon flavor. This is very concentrated. I also like to do this, like if I'm doing water, put a little bit of the true lemon in there to give me a little lemon water. And I kind of experimented when I decided how much. I just kept adding until I felt like it was the right flavor of lemon. Because when I do lemon, I want a lemon flavor. I don't want something that's just yellow. And then we're going to go to our Connie's baking blend. So we're going to do 1.5 cups of that. Hold on just a second. Okay. So now we're going to do 1.5 cups of the Connie's baking blend, and you know that recipe is back in there, and I've also added it to this recipe, so if you don't want to go back and watch it, you can find it here. All right, so we've got our baking blend in there, and we're going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then we're going to use a little bit of our sea salt. I don't like to put too much sea salt in there because it will get too salty because it has a lot more flavor than traditional salt does. So usually I use just a pinch. And then here's where we're going to add some of that health benefits of the chia seeds. So I'm going to put a scoop of chia seeds in there. We'll put a scoop of flax seeds in it. So remember, when you're cooking, chia seeds and flax seeds are easy to add to things, and they won't really change the flavor, but they're going to add nutrient value to it. And that's what we want, is to have some nutritional value. So I'm going to go ahead and start whipping this up. And then once we get that mixed up, then we'll go ahead and throw in our blueberries into it. All right, guys, so here's our batter right now, and we're going to add the blueberries to that. So it says to do a cup of blueberries. I'm not really going to measure them. I'm just going to start throwing some in here, and we'll stir, and we'll see what it looks like. I think we can use a few more blueberries in there. We'll save a few for Harlan and Hank. That's Barb's grandbabies. All right, so what I've done here, I've got my loaf pan and I have lined it with parchment paper because the last time I made some bread in it, the middle part wanted to stick. So I've sprayed the bottom of it, sprayed the sides, and then put the parchment paper in, and so hopefully we can get it to come out without sticking. So what we're going to do is we're going to put about 2/3 of the batter in the bottom here, and then we're going to save some for the top because we're going to make the cream cheese part to go in the middle of the two. So let that spread out there a bit. All right, so if you want to hold for just a second, we're going to start working on the cream cheese part, and I'll be right back and show you how that works. All right, guys, so I went ahead and mixed this up. A shortcut, if you're using cream cheese, you can just put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and then you don't have to use your mixer. You can just hand mix it because it's nice and soft. So this is cream cheese, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1/8 of a cup of our monk fruit, and 1 egg white. And I've just got all that mixed up. All right, so now what I've done is I've poured that over our bread mixture in here. And we just kind of spread that out and even it out. And then we're going to put the rest of our mixture on top of that. So then you're going to have this nice cream cheese layer in the middle of this bread. Try to spread that out a little bit so we have a nice layer there. All right, and then we've already got our oven. It's been preheating to 350 degrees. So we're going to put this in the oven. I am going to put a little bit of foil on top of it so that it doesn't, the top doesn't brown too quickly. That's something that can happen with your breads because you don't want to get that too dark. But that's going to go in the oven. We're going to bake it for about 50 minutes. And then we'll come back when this is done so you can see the finished product. All right, guys, we're back. And this is our finished product here, this lemon blueberry gluten-free bread. It's low in sugar. We put those flax seeds and chia seeds in there for the omega-3s. This would be a great way to start your day. It's not going to have a lot of sugars in it. So, delicious way to start the day. So remember, like, share, subscribe to Cooking with Connie. We want you to keep seeing all these great videos we're going to put out there, and we've got more recipes to come. And remember this week, make good choices.